Sabrina Dockery. Honey, you are fast. Stay down there and wait on the gun. Hello everyone, welcome to another upload. So it's Karifta season. Day 1 has concluded and there are little disappointments because we're Jamaicans, we're entitled, we used to just winning everything. But day 1 has concluded. Proud of the athletes. We still ended day 1 at the top of the medal table. I think we're like 22 medals, 7 golds, and the difference were silver and bronze. Bahamas have won with themselves. They're in second place in the medal tally. They have 6 gold, but I think overall we have about 11 medals. No, we have 22 in total and they have 11 or something like that. But I remember that they have 6 golds. So big up to Bahamas. I know the rivalry is always strong at Carifta between Jamaica and Bahamas. But for me personally, it's just on the tracks that I still have a lot of love for my Bahamas athletes. But as I've said, and my Bahamas supporters, but as I have said that I'm still proud of the athletes. There are some events that I want to highlight first and foremost, and I'm doing it in no particular order, but Amani Phillips in the triple jump. Look here, let me tell you something. The boy set a Carifta record. Now, for if you weren't watching or if you weren't there in the stadium, here's what happened. So I think Grenada, a young man from Grenada, actually broke the Carifta record and was in the lead, right? And then my boy looked like Amani sit down there and say, you think they're going to make us win this goal so easily? And there he went and he jumped incredibly, and there was a Carifta record. So unfortunately, the young man from Grenada probably just had that record for about 20 minutes or so. Yeah, but you still go down in history, Grenada as somebody who broke or set a Carifta record in the triple jump. Next highlight for me, Jamal Stephenson of Calabar. Look here, I've always said this, to people in general, my acquaintances, my friends, for those who believe in a supreme being. I don't know, people can't believe in a supreme being anyway, but that's off topic. God's timing is the best timing. No, I don't know if you all remember what happened to Calabar Jamal Stephenson at Boys and Girls Champs. He qualified for the finals, and then after making the final start list, he heard that he had false started, so they took him out of the finals. Then the finals ran, he didn't get to participate. Then afterwards, they recalled the decision. That's after the fact, saying could have run, Calabar was saying they're going to boycott champs and all of that. But guess what? I guess a champ's goal was not what God had planned for him. He came to Carifta and he won the boys under 20 gold medal. So I know say that must feel nice for that young man. So, sometimes we're disappointed and we say, why this happened to me? Sometimes God has other plans for us. And I know in the moment it might be hard to accept that, but yeah man, just trust God and go on do the work. Sabrina Dockery. Sabrina and her coach, they need to work on this, they need to fix this, because evidently, Sabrina has a start problem. And at champs in Jamaica, because I realized in the 200 meter, they took her out for a false start and then they appeal, and she was able to come back and run the 200 meter based on time and get to the finals. And a lot of persons, in Jamaica, there are a lot of false start at champs. So, people, curse the officials and whatever. But here we are in new territory, and Sabrina falls started in the 100 meters. And I know prior to, she was kind of frustrated because I realized that, she had requested for them to, not to get her, but I think she had an issue the first time because the crowd was making noise at the start of the race. Next thing too, yes, the announcer at the start, you can tell the stadium to be quiet for the start too, because I realized they weren't doing that in Trinidad. Yeah man, you can tell them to be quiet for the start. And so that happened, and then they reset and went back. Personally, of the opinion that they were on set for a long time. The point is this though, as an athlete, you need to wait on the gun. See, Shania was there, so it can't be no excuse. Shania, the other athletes, they waited on the gun, and they ran the race. So I'm saying, Sabrina, you're fast. Yeah, I know that athletes want to get the perfect time, the perfect start, the perfect reaction to the gun, but yes, when you want to do that, you have to wait on the gun because you're going to be disqualified. So those were two medals that we were looking forward to. I personally was looking forward to it. I know the whole of Jamaica was looking forward to that. I know the whole of Lakovia and St. Elizabeth, who supports Sabrina, we're looking to see her on the podium. So I mean, I have to tell the coach this because he's not no expert, but I think that is something that Shania and coach needs to work on. You need to stay down there, wait on the gun. Even if you don't get the best start, you're good. I think you will still win races, even if you don't get the best start. So you need to work on that. Wait on the starter, Sabrina. Then now the 400. The 400 meters under 20. I know me not even know what happened in that race. So that's another race that I was anticipating that we're going to get 2 medals. At least in the 100 meters, we're anticipating 2 medals. But Sabrina Falstar, Shania delivered. For the 400 meters, we don't pick up nothing. And I'm still trying to understand what happened. So the 2 KC young men represented Taj and Marcinho, and of course the race went off. Taj stopped. I don't know why he stopped. I don't know if he thought the race was started. Persons who watched it on the TV said that the replay showed that Taj actually said something to Marcinho, and it seems that whatever he said to Marcinho is what caused Marcinho to slow down. Then Marcinho continued, but then Marcinho, what I've heard, somebody said Marcinho said he realized that, that stop that he stopped basically took him out of medal position, or it was a setback, so him just stopped altogether. But I really don't know what happened. Another thing though that I was looking at, I said, where the backside? I don't know if anybody has ever seen this. Have you ever seen where 400 meter heats and finals or 2 legs of 400 meter is run the same day in competition? Comment, let me know, but I don't like that decision that they made. I don't know. I know Carifta is over 3 days, so you have to get in all those races over 3 days. But I was looking on the schedule, and even for the 200 meters, the heats are going to be run today on day 2, and then the finals on day 3. So I am here thinking, in my little brain, who is not a track analyst, I am saying, why did they not do the 200 meters the same day, heats and finals, and then give a break between the 400 meters, so the heats for the 400 meters on one day and the finals on another day. I don't know who made those decisions, but yeah, that's the things that I want to talk about from Carifta. Big up to all the athletes who went out there represented, whether a medal or not. And I'm excited about day 2. Are you excited? Where are you watching from? Are you watching live on YouTube via Sportsmax? Or are you here in Trinidad and Tobago and watching from the stands? People who watch it online, I can see that you're all having a good time. In the morning session, I was checking out the YouTube chat. Jamaicans, it's not easy, but I love the festivity in the chat from all the countries. I'm seeing all the Caribbean flags, and I just love the conversations. Anyways, remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so. And until my next upload, take care.